Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Rockets beat the Phoenix Suns 111-104. Great win for the Rockets, fourth straight win. And how about this? The Houston Rockets have reached their 41st win of the season, which makes them 41-25. The Rockets reached the total of wins they had to finish last season in the 2023-24 season, which means the Rockets still have another 16 games left to go and having the same amount of wins they had last year. I'm really impressed by this team. All right. So before I get into the actual stats of the game, I want to address my thoughts on the Mason Plumlee, Steven Adams thing. First, I got to say, I didn't really like Mason Plumlee before this, but if you guys have seen the clip of when Steven Adams was still in OKC and Mason Plumlee was still in Denver, there's this moment in a game where Steven Adams is getting ready to take a layup or a dunk, and Plumlee jumps over him, and instead of Adams finishing the play, he stops to save Mason Plumlee from seriously hurting his neck or head. It could have been a really bad injury for Plumlee, and Adams really kind of, who knows if Plumlee is still playing basketball today. I don't think it was something that would have ended his career then, but a serious head or neck injury is something that can make your career not last as long. And I don't know why Plumlee and Adams got into it, why that happened. I don't think any of us will know unless either one of them talk about it or anybody else talks about it. But I just can't imagine doing that to someone who, taking Steven Adams down, especially with the injury history he's had the past couple of seasons and this season as well, fighting to stay on the court. Just, you hate to see a play like that, and especially the past with these two where Steven Adams, sacrificed some points on the board in order to, make sure that Plumlee didn't seriously hurt himself. And then you have this tonight. I know that was a long time ago because Adams was still in OKC and Plumlee was still in Denver, but But Rockets win 111-104. Like I said, great win. Fourth win in a row without Amen Thompson and Reed Sheppard. I talked about in my preview, I said that losing Amen Thompson and Reed Sheppard, who were two really nice impacts for the Rockets, when they beat this Suns team about a month ago, right before the All-Star break, definitely isn't good not having those two guys on the floor. But it definitely makes it okay having guys like Jabari Smith Jr. and Fred VanVleet back, because neither one of those guys played in that win against the Suns. And so, yes, you don't have Amen and Reed Sheppard, who both had solid games. Amen was really good. Amen had a triple-double, I believe, or a near triple-double. And then Reed Sheppard, he only had like 5 points, but he made some clutch shots for the Rockets in a comeback win. So those guys were really effective for the Rockets in the last win against Phoenix and Houston. But, you get Jabari Smith Jr. back and and Fred VanVleet, who were both, not in that game against the Suns when the Rockets beat the Suns last time. So that's key. Let's go over some stats. Alperen Sengun had 20 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds tonight. 7 for 7 from the floor, 1 for 1 from 3. How about that? Back-to-back games with threes for Sengun. His 103 came at the end of the game against the Magic, and he hits another one tonight. Fred VanVleet had 10 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds, shooting 4 for 9, 2 for 6 from 3 in his second return. We saw him return against the Kings a couple weeks ago in a 113-103 loss, and just, to me, a lot better. I mean, he did not play well at all against the Kings, and so he had a good rebounding game. That was about it. Shooting was terrible, so it's great to see Fred in a little bit of a minute restriction tonight, 28 minutes, have a great night for this Rockets team in his second return from his ankle injury, because the first one was not good against the Kings at all, but this one was a good return, and I'm excited to see what he can continue to do going forward. But Jalen Green was the high scorer for the Rockets in this game, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. I said in my preview, I said that the key to this Rockets win in this game was Jalen Green having a huge night. That was my first key, but also the double big lineup of Alperen Sengun and Steven Adams working in this one for the Rockets. Obviously, it was hard to do that because Steven Adams got ejected, only playing 11 minutes due to that scramble with Mason Plumlee. But Sengun did a great job tonight as well. perfect from the floor. And Tari Eason had a bounce back. He had a terrible shooting game in his last one, but much better tonight. 15 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, 6 for 13. Dylan Brooks, another great game, 19 points, 4 assists, 8 for 14 from the floor. And then off the bench, outside of, I went over to Steven Adams. He had 4 rebounds and assists and 1 point in his 11 minutes after his best game as a Rocket, having 13 points and 17 rebounds in the win against the Magic the other night. The best player off the bench was probably Jabari Smith Jr., who had 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal, shooting 4 for 12. Had one of his best 3-point shooting nights of the season the other night against the Magic, shooting 5 for 10. Terrible 0 for 6 from the floor tonight for Jabari, and shot 4 for 6 out of his. If you take away his 3-point shooting, so was feeling it from everywhere else but the 3 tonight. And then outside of that, Jock got 9 minutes later in the game because of Adams' ejection. He shot 1 for 3 with 3 rebounds, 3 points, 1 assist. Aaron Holiday played 13 minutes, 2 for 6, 6 points, 1 rebound. I want to say he had a stint with the Phoenix Suns. I might be correct about that, but I might be wrong. And then outside of Jabari, Adams, and Landale, and Holiday getting key minutes, that was really it. Cam Whitmore got 6 minutes and shot 0 for 5 and looked terrible, had a rebound and a steal. Outside of that was pretty much it. Nate Williams and Jayshawn Tate both got 2 minutes at this game at the end of this one, and they didn't really do anything. Jeff Green played 7 minutes in this one, shooting 0 for 2 from 3 and a rebound, but that was pretty much it. And then for the Suns tonight, you look at some potential future Rockets, maybe. Kevin Durant had 19 points and 7 rebounds tonight, 8 for 12, 2 for 2 from 3. Bradley Beal had 25 points with a 7 for 7 night at the free throw line, 9 for 14. He was 9 for 10 from the floor tonight outside of his 3-point shooting. 19 points for Booker tonight. Off the bench, 11 points for Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones coming off the bench now. That's interesting. And he shot 3 for 6 from 3. He had 4 assists and 4 rebounds. So let me know your thoughts on the Rockets' 111-104 win. Like I said, proud of this team to get their 4th win in a row. 2 wins against the Pelicans, 1 against the Magic, 1 against the Suns. So they've gone from 37-25 to 41-25 and have reached the win total they had last season. Let me know your thoughts on the Rockets' 111-104 win in the comment section, and peace out. Go Rockets.